Hello. This is my first ever YouTube video. My name is Kohl. I will start by saying I am quite nervous and I have no idea how this is going to turn out. I am coming to you live. Well, I suppose it's not live. Anyway, I'm coming to you from our basement apartment. I'll start by saying this was not my original idea to start a YouTube channel. I've been talking with my wife a couple months ago about different ways that she could maybe change up her business a little bit, her photography business, so she could spend more time with the kids, and we had thought about doing a photography course. And one thing led to another, and after talking with some people, or particularly one person who has a successful YouTube channel, she said, well, Caleb, why don't you start a YouTube channel? You have a lot of expertise in the areas of finance and real estate, and I think that would be a very good channel to be a topic of. And so that started into my mind about 3 months ago, if that's something that maybe I should do or maybe I shouldn't do. And I had never thought that I would do a YouTube channel. I've never been in front of the camera before. I don't like pictures being taken of me, so totally new concept. But as I got to thinking about it, I realized, that's not such a bad idea. Once I get over this video part of it and looking at the camera and talking and trying to be smiley and happy, and once I get over that, I think I could really enjoy this because I like to talk about finance. I like to talk about real estate. I'm a real estate agent. I have rental properties. If someone was sitting across from me at the table, if you were sitting across from me at the table, at the dinner table, I would talk to you about the things that I'm going to talk about on my YouTube channel. And then I started to realize, okay, YouTube is a great way to reach a large audience. I don't have a big sphere. I don't have a ton of people that I interact with on a daily basis. I don't have, lots of people to share with and talk with. And so my immediate circle is pretty small. But with YouTube, I can reach people around the city, around the state, around the country, even around the world. And not that I have anything all that great to say, but I have real life experience that I'm passionate about, and there's got to be other people throughout the world that would be interested in hearing these things. Because my wife and I have had some of the success we have had with our real estate and our budgeting and our finances, I think it's only fair, it's only right to take that and at least put it out there, to give people the opportunity to learn from the things we've done well and also the things that we have done not well. So yes, this YouTube channel is going to be about money, but if you look at my banner on my homepage on YouTube there, it talks about life is a journey. Money just helps you enjoy the trip. And that's really how I want to focus this channel. Yes, it will be about money. It'll be about how to make money, how to save money. It'll be about real estate, how to buy your first house, how to sell your house, how to buy your first rental property, experiences of being a landlord. It'll be about all that. But I don't want it to just be how do you make money for money's sake. I don't want it to be how do you become rich just so you can be rich. The point I want to talk about and relate to and hopefully share with is how money is such an integral part of our lives. It affects everything. It affects our relationship with our spouses or significant others. It affects our career decisions. It affects the kind of trips we take, the kind of lifestyle we live, the kind of food we eat. It affects everything. And so money, to me, is a topic that intermingles with every aspect of our life. And if money is a pressure point, a stress point in your life or my life, then your whole life has the potential to be stressed and affected because money is so important, a part of the way our economy, our worlds function. So I really want to try, I'll do my best, I really want to try and make it very relatable to you, the person watching, that it's not just concepts and theories about how to invest and how to make money, but why does this matter? And so I'll take a few minutes to talk about who I am and why I think maybe I have something to share to you. You can decide for yourself if you want to continue to listen or not. I'm 31 years old. My wife Keely is 30. We have 2 kids, Kaya and Casper. Kaya is almost 3 years old. Casper he just turned 3 months. We live in Salem, Oregon, which is an average city in the United States of about 150,000 people. We live in a fairly average house, maybe slightly above average house in a slightly above average neighborhood. Price point for this neighborhood is probably $300,000, $325,000. This house is worth a little bit more than that because of the basement apartment that we have, which again I'll talk about later. Like I said, we got married 9 years ago, at age of 22, 21, and we were living in a mobile home that we bought, that I had purchased for $1,000 a couple years before. My wife has an associate's degree. I don't have any degree. I went to some private college, some community college. I never got a degree. My wife is a photographer, a portrait photographer. She's been doing that now pretty much since we got married, since she graduated from college. She's done very well with her business. 2011 was when we bought our first investment property, and since then we have purchased a total of 6 properties, 1 in which we live. We currently have 5 properties, 7 total units, 7 tenants. I have done a number of things as far as job-wise. I've done quite a few things. Worked on a farm, worked inventory jobs. I drove for Uber for a while. I've done drywall. I've done different phases of construction a little bit. I manage and work on all of our rental properties. I have my real estate license. I've had that for almost 4 years now. So I'm a realtor, so that will be some of the things that I'll talk about, is about my experience in that and how to buy and sell and the things that I see maybe people could do a little bit better, especially if they're buying their first house. We have a net worth somewhere in the $600,000, $700,000 range, primarily because of the properties that we have purchased. Our income has been very average. We've been as low as $20,000 when we first got married a year, and we had one really good year where we hit $130,000. So we're right about the $60,000 a year average. So all that to say, we're very typical. We're very average. We don't make a ton of money. We started out really low, and we've lived on a budget every year since we've gotten married. Every month we go by our budget, and that has allowed us to get to this point. Like I said, we have 2 kids. We're very typical. We're very average. There's nothing that amazing about me or about what we've done. And so I'm confident that you, if you so desire, can learn from us. Maybe you don't want to do it just like we've done, or maybe you're already 30 and haven't done anything that we've done, and so you're but you have kids. And so I understand that we're at different places in life. We bought property when the market was down after the recession. It just happened to be that way. And so we've had the benefit, some really good price appreciation, but we haven't sold. We sold 1 property, but the rest have just stayed as rentals. And so what I want you to take from this is that we have a lot of experience, good experience with money and finances and investing, and we have a good foundation. I don't see any reason at all why we won't hit millionaire status within 5 to 7 years. And we're going to continue to work and try new different things. So that's a little bit about me, about my life, and why I've gotten to the way, how I've gotten to the way I've been here. So what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about some real life things, like what does it cost to have a baby? I see these huge numbers online. What does that mean? Is that accurate? But what does it cost for diapers and the first year of food and doctor visits and all that kind of stuff? Real life things like that. We're going to talk about your first house. What should you do to save for your first house? How much do you need to save? What are the different financing options? How should I get a big house? Should I get a small house? What should I do for my first house? Okay, I'm starting to get ready to sell my house. Should I sell it? Should I keep it as a rental? Or what about a rental? Should I buy a rental? How does that work? Talk about education. We'll talk about college, my experience with private college costs, community college costs, what I think is smart as far as borrowing money or not borrowing money for college. Talk a little bit about credit cards and why we choose not to use credit cards. Talk about budgeting. As much as budgeting sounds maybe like a four-letter word to you, budgeting is key. Our budget has been almost 100% the source of our success. I feel like the budget has been a huge key. I'll just leave it at that. We'll talk about being a landlord, talk about doing do-it-yourself projects. I remodeled this whole basement apartment by ourselves. Talk about groceries, like the budget of groceries and different costs for things, a little bit of our health insurance. We'll go over our personal budget and explain why we've done the things we've done, the successes and the failures we've had with that. Talk about emergency funds and medical costs and car used versus new, lease versus rent to own versus just purchase outright with cash. We'll talk about more about real estate, kind of the ups and downs that the market sees, why it sees it, what a seller's market is, what a buyer's market is, what causes those, how interest rate affects those things. And again, I'm not an expert in any of these things. All I can say is I'm going to share what I've learned over 9 years. And it's nothing that you can't find elsewhere. It's not information you can't find elsewhere, but I understand that most people, they're not terribly interested in studying economics and finances. They're busy with their own lives. I get it. You're busy with your own life. And so if I can condense what I've learned and what I continue to learn and share it in a format that is hopefully relatable to you, that it will be valuable to you. I've read lots of books, and probably one of the things I'll do at some point is bring one of those books on and do a synopsis of the book. So you don't have to read the entire book. I'll just talk about it in 5 minutes. And just try to help you think maybe differently than you have about money before, so that you can apply what you want to in your own life. And hopefully, in 6 months or a year or 2 years, you'll be better off financially because of the thoughts that I've planted in your mind, or the seeds that I've helped to water, to grow, to ferment in your mind. Because that's what so much of it is. So much of it is about the knowledge. If you don't know what you don't know. And so I'm going to try to give you things that you can further investigate on your own, come up with your own decisions on, and move forward with that. So lastly, again, this is brand new for me. YouTube is brand new as far as making videos. For it to be successful for me and successful for you, please let me know. Write in the comments, like the video if you liked it, but put in the comments things you'd like to hear me talk about. Things that maybe I could do better. Maybe I'm really boring and maybe I'm not showing enough emotion or expression. Maybe I'm too loud, maybe I'm too quiet, maybe I'm distracting. Let me know as far as the video quality is concerned, what I can do to better improve your viewing experience, but also the topics. And if you disagree with something I've said, or something I said didn't make sense, let me know. I really want this to be, especially in the beginning here where I'm not going to have tons of people watching, your input is very important to me. If I only have 10 views or 100 views, then your perspective is really, really valuable to me. I really mean that, because I want this to be something that is helpful for you. I want it to be fun for me. I want it to be something that hopefully can grow, and eventually I can make money doing this. But for now, until that point comes, your input is more valuable than just about anything else. Your interaction in the comment section and liking it. So interact with me. Let me know what I can do, what I can talk about, what would you like clarification on. And until next time, Thank you for watching. Take care.